Welcome to Strength, Strategy, and Mindset. This is day number 7. Hey, I'm Dr. Dwain Woode, and I'm so glad that you're here. And today's message is simple but powerful. And it is that you don't always need something new, you just need to repeat. You just need to keep going. You just need to get it into the rhythm. So today is all about refining, about repeating with intention, and about reinforcing the strength that we've already made by going deeper, not necessarily wider. Let's go ahead and let's get started. Glad that you're here for strength, strategy, and mindset. Let's go ahead and let's get into our workout. All right, so let's go ahead and prepare our bodies. If you've been with us, you know how we do. We've got some exercises that we've been doing to just kind of get ourselves ready, get our hearts moving, get our muscles going. And they are very simple, but we can actually intensify them. Remember, we are talking about tension and control. So even the simple things that we do, we can also intensify them. But we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do our air twirls, and we're going to do 10 forward, 10 backwards, just kind of swinging our arms. We've done these probably when we were a child. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then 10 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then let's go ahead. So that gets us moving a little bit, gets our body pumping, gets the heart going. Next, we're going to do our high knee marches. And remember, the high knee marches, this is a modifiable exercise that we can do. And the goal is to lift our knees as high as possible. Right? This is our knees as high as possible. For me, I've been using my forearms like this because I want to try to lift my knee as high as possible. We're going to do this for about 1 minute. Right? So I'm going to keep going. And like I said, this is a modifiable one. And what that means is that I can actually step back and I can hold on to a door or a wall as I'm doing that, right? So once again, I'm doing as high as possible. As high as possible. I can hold on to a chair. All right, so I've got my workout bench here. And this one I really like because it opens up the airway, first of all, because you hear me start to get a little winded as I go. And I'm using my hamstrings. I'm using my gastrocs, which is the back of the leg, lower leg. I'm using my quads. I've got my hips going. So all of those. Now in this, remember that we want to activate the core. And we got about 15 seconds to go, and then I'll talk about activating the core here in a minute. So as high as possible, right? And about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, that's a good one. Now, let's talk a little bit about the core. So I tell people to imagine that there's this little string at the back of your belly button, and you tug it in a little bit to kind of hold the stomach in. The same kind of thing that you do, like when you're taking pictures, and someone says, 3, 2, 1, they're going to take the picture, and you pull your stomach in just a minute. That's your core, because it activates these muscles in this area, the rectus abdominis, the serratus anterior, gets our hips all aligned. Remember, we're talking about our strength, right? Making sure that we're doing what we need to do to get our strength good. So the next one that we're going to do is we're going to do our cross-body leg swings, right? Cross-body leg swings. Another one of those modifiable exercises that we can do. And basically what we're doing is we're taking our legs and we're crossing it over our body and holding it there. So I'm going to step back a little bit. Maybe hold it this way. There we go. Step back a little bit so you can see. Basically taking our legs and we're swinging it over to one side. Now this is also modifiable, and back to the other side. We're swinging, back to the other side. We're swinging, back to the other side. And we're going to do 10 of those. And that's 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 110. Okay? And over here, I'm going to move over to this and do the same thing. And 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 110. Awesome. All right. So those are 3 of our exercises. We're going to do one more. And this is going to be the seated straight leg raise. So I'm going to go ahead and sit here. Oh. Okay, so the goal here is to sit back, and then I'm going to raise my leg up as high as possible. And we're going to do 5 on each side. Well, we're going to do a total of 10, right? 5 on each side. So get ready. Let's go. And up, and hold for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and down. And up, 1, 2, 3, hold and down. And up, 1, 2, 3, and up, 1, 2, 3, and up, 1, 2, 3, that's 3, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, and that's our 5, okay? And so that gives us our warm-up for what we're going to be doing. And remember, today we're talking about repetition. How do we go about doing repetition and getting better as we repeat those activities? So let's talk a little bit about our strength center. So let's start with today's strength movement. This is where we train our body, not just the muscles, but we train our stability, we train our coordination, we train our power, and we can use this every day. The things that we're using, the things that we're learning. Remember, as we're in this space, the things that we're learning, we can do this every day. And as you heard in our last episode, the goal was for you to find a circuit that you were going to do, so several of those exercises, so that you can do that in a 2-minute. It was a 2-minute circuit. And so I hope you put that together. And today we're going to go ahead and we're going to start by doing the exercise that we've been doing, the air squats, the seated knee extensions, which we just did. We're going to do the dumbbell curls, and we're going to rest, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do those again, right? So air squats, seated leg extensions that we did. And this time we held it for 3 seconds, but we're going to actually hold it for a little longer. And then we're going to do the dumbbells and move from there, okay? The other exercise that I showed you, one that we are not doing here, but I hope that you are doing as well, and we'll kind of go through that here in just a minute. So let's go ahead and let's do our air squats. And the air squats, what we're doing is we are our head up, right? Our chest back as straight as possible, right? And we're pretending like we're sitting. Let me turn this way. We're sitting, right? We got our bottom down, and we're going down, 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 and we try to keep our back as straight as possible. Now you see that mine is a little bent, okay? And we're working on that posture. We're going to do 10 of those in succession. We're not holding, we're not doing, we're not counting as we go down. We just go ahead and we're going to do 10 of them. Then we'll move on to our next exercise. So you ready? All right, here we go. So feet shoulder width apart, or a little bit more. And our toes are pointed out slightly. We're activating our core, right? Pull that stomach in just a little bit. And then I usually use my hands forward like this, looking up and going down, right? My bottom is out and down, 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 down. That's 1. And down, 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 down. That's 2. And 3. And you're pushing through with your heels as you're coming back up. 4, 5, 6, and 4 more, and 3 more, and 2 more, and 1 more, Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and grab our dumbbells, and we're gonna do some curls. All right. And that really got my heart rate up. And you can tell my breathing has increased a bit. It means my blood is flowing. Let's see, let's grab. All right, so we're gonna do 3 sets of 10. All right, ready? And once again, my feet are apart, and I am activating my core. So pull that stomach in just a little bit. All right, barbells up. We're gonna go. And this we're doing control, right? We're letting the muscles do the work. We're not using our body. We're not swinging forward. We're activating our triceps and our biceps and our forearms. We got our core that's going, and that's 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 9, 10. Okay, and let's go ahead and we're gonna rest from that. But that allows us, so we notice we went directly from the squats, went to the barbells. We're doing that, and actually what we're gonna do is, I said 3 sets, but we're gonna do 2 sets. As we come back and do round 2, then we'll add another set to that, okay? Let's go ahead and grab those again. You're ready, so remember feet, shoulder width apart, activate that core, barbells forward. I keep saying barbells, but dumbbells, you guys know what I'm saying. Right, and then up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 more, 7, 3 more, 8, 2 more, 9, 1 more, and then 10. All right. So I'm going to rest for a minute because I want to show you, I want to go back to the exercise that I showed you yesterday, which was a combination. And remember, repetition, 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 but don't forget the combinations that we learned, right? So you can take any of the things that we've done, any of the exercises that we've been doing so far, and you can put them together in a circuit. And I want you to be in that mode of the things that we're learning. We don't want these to just be isolated items. You want to be putting them together and using them as much as possible, okay? Which is why this week we kind of repeated. We've combined things. We've gone over the exercise that we've done several times. So let's go ahead and let me show you this one. If you guys remember this one, and it was a combination and several movements at one time, right? And so activate the core. We're going up, up, touch on top. Let me back up a little bit. Touch on top, back to the side, down, and down. All right, up, up, touch on top, back to the side, down, and down, okay? So you can use that one as well to work on combination, okay? So we're always in the process of saying, how do we put into use the things that we have already done? We don't have to repeat, we don't have to reinvent the wheel, we just have to be consistent, we have to have that repetition, we have to have that, rhythm, okay? So remember, rhythm, alignment, and structure. Rhythm, alignment, and structure. And so now let's go ahead and move this over again. We're going to do our squat, our leg extensions. And notice, as I said, that any of the things that we've done, we can actually intensify them and use them as part of our tension, our controlled tension. So any of the exercise that we've done, we could add some weights to it, and that helps us to be to put more tension. When we put more tension, then we have growth. Remember, controlled tension leads to growth. All right, so let's go ahead. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay back. Still got my gloves on, but that's okay. And I'm going to lift. And this time, instead of counting for 3, we're going to count for 5. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Next side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. And 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. All right? We're good. So notice what we did. We started with the air squats. Then we went to the curls. Then we went to the leg extensions. Now for additional tension, additional strength, like I said, any one of these you can modify them. Any one of these you can add more weights. Any one of these you can go more reps. So we were doing 5 reps when we did arms. We did 10, but for the most part was 5. When we did our air squats, we did 10. So a lot of those you can add more to them. I had someone that I spoke to this week who does push-ups. Right? That's all he does. Push-ups and pull-ups. And he said he does 400 push-ups a day. Okay? And so what he does is he does them 25 to 50 at a time, and he spaces it out through the day. So that is all he does. And if you saw this guy, you would think that he is in the gym like 24/7. No. So it doesn't take much, but it takes consistency. And remember, it is tension. It is the tension that causes that. One of the things that we've not been doing here is bench presses, right? And the bench presses are a good way for those of you who are looking to tone the pecs, right? So that's a good way to do that. We've not been doing that. I've been doing that with my son because I told you that we are out here working out together, and that's an amazing time for us. So that's our strength. So the strength is taking the things that we've learned, right? So those are the exercises: the squats, the seated knee extensions, the dumbbells, doing those goals. So what's the strategy? So let's talk today about strategy, because showing up, like I've always said, is good, but showing up without a plan is where real transformation can fall apart. So the strategy for today is repetition with intention. Repetition with intention. And the intention is that we are adding more time, right? To adding more tension to the things that we're doing. That is the strategy. So the things we're doing, we've learned the motions, we've learned the form, we've learned the proper way to do that, and now we can add time, we can add repetition to that. And repetition doesn't just mean building muscles, right? So we're building muscles, but it also means neurotransmitter patterns. You've heard people talk about muscle memory. And here, as we are doing this, as we are lifting, as we're squatting, as we're lifting our legs, right, our muscles are remembering. That happens in all the areas of your life as well. So when you strengthen your mindset, when you learn a new skill, when you get into your morning meditation, when you get into your daily routine, as you're talking about rhythm, alignment, and structure, your body is learning how to do that. Your body is in the process of figuring that out. And that is that's our strategy, right? So the things that we do, we want muscle memory. We want to intensify by repetition. Learn the form and then just repeat it. And then our mindset. So now let's go inside. Because the mindset is the engine that drives it all. What we believe, we will build. And today, we are building a belief mindset for today that says it's not just doing better. So mastery is not just about doing more. Not just about doing more, it's about doing better. You're not behind. You're building. Every time you show up, every time you're here, every round is a brick that you're putting in to your future. It is another piece that you're saying, okay, I'm adding this. In our last series, you heard me say every day that you were here, you're adding a piece to the puzzle. Every time you're here, you're adding another brick to what we're doing and another brick to our building. So let's go ahead. And so that's our thought for today, right? Our strength is that we are putting these together. Our strategy is that we are doing the repetition with intention. And the mindset is that the mastery is not about doing more, it's about doing better. Right? It's about building those neurotransmitters. So let's go ahead and let's go through our circuit. So we're going to do some air squats. From the air squats directly to our barbells, from the barbells directly to our leg extensions. All right? So let's go ahead and I'm going to keep these on because I want to go from this, grab the barbells, we'll do that, and then we'll go to our leg extension. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do 10 of these, right? So 10 of these. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to hold it at the bottom for about a second, okay? Before we've been going down and back up, down and back up. So we're going to do this. And so our intensification for this is to go down. Now, one of the things that, let me say this. I guess I can add this here, is one of the things we can do with the barbells, dumbbells, is we can do dumbbell squats, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to show you some intensification that you can do. We're gonna hold it at the bottom, but you can also have some weights that you are lifting, right? And so if I hold them like this, that's one set of tension. If I hold it like this, another set of tension. So I can alternate and I can get additional workout, okay? So let's go ahead, feet shoulder width apart or a little wider. We activate our core, pulling that belly button in, and we're gonna go down and back up. We're gonna go down, we're gonna hold it for a second, and then back up. And down, and hold for a second, and then back up. And down, hold for a second, back up, that's 3, I believe. Down, and that's 4, down, and that's 5, down, hold, that's 6, 4 more, down, 3 more, down, 2 more, down, 1 more, and down. All right, and then we're gonna walk over. I'm gonna change these for a heavier set. Go directly to our curls. We're gonna do 3 sets of 5, 3 sets of 5. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go and up and down and up and down and up and down and up. And I'm allowing my muscles to do this. I'm not using my body. And that's 4, and then 1, and that's 5. And we're gonna take a shorter break this time, just for a couple of seconds. Let's go. I guess I should put this down if I'm taking a break, right? All right. And I'm gonna go directly back. Go ahead and grab those again. We're gonna do 5 more, and then the last set we're gonna go straight into it. Right, maybe a second break and straight into it. Legs apart, feet apart. Activate that core, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it down, hold it for just a sec. All right, and let's go again. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. All right, let's put these down. And then go directly to our leg extensions. Oh. All right, and we're gonna hold this for 5 seconds. And we're gonna do 10, okay? We'll do 10 of these. So ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. All right. And that is putting our circuit together. So just like you've been doing, just like you have been, that you did yesterday for your strength step, and that's what we're calling our challenge, it's just strength step. For yesterday was to put a circuit together, a 2-minute circuit, using any of the exercises. And so now what we want you to do is we want you to go ahead and we want you to intensify. And so you have done it again. You've done it again. But let's talk first about our strength step for today. So here's your strength step for today. Your moment to take what we've learned, and this is the time you get to live it. And what I want you to do is I want you to repeat yesterday's 2-minute circuit, right? The flow that you did. But this time, I want you to focus only on one form at a time. I want you to focus on breathing, right? I want you to focus on strengthening the core. I want you to focus on the procedures that you're doing, making sure that you have the right form as you're doing this. Don't go faster, go deeper. When you do your squats, maybe stay for a minute or two, 1 or 2 seconds, whereas you were going down and come back up. When you do the curls, right? If you're doing the curls, go ahead, when you bring them up, hold them up there, right? And then release them under tension. You may want to count as you're going down, right? So up, hold it, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So what you're trying to do is you're trying to use those procedures or the exercises that we've done already and trying to use those to improve the growth by keeping them under tension, okay? So as we cool down, we're going to breathe. And we're breathing through our nose and out through our mouth. We're going to do that 5 times. You want to activate the core, right here. And we're going to go ahead and let's start breathing. In through the nose, hold it, and out through the mouth. In through the nose, hold it, and out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. Awesome. So, I'm excited because you've shown up again. You've shown up for one more day. You've shown up for day number 7. Do you realize that this is 1 week since we started this new series? Do you realize that that's 7 days? That's 7 days of data, 7 days of evidence, 7 days that you now can put in your history, 7 days that you can now put in your I can journal. I can do bodybuilding. I can do strength training. I can do toning for 7 days. I can show up. I can. I'm so excited that you're here. This process is about getting our bodies ready. Remember, there's some physical things that I'm working on. There are some physical eventualities. You're asking me for that word. There's some physical things that I need to do, that I am intending to do. There are some evidences that I need to come out of this. That's what I'm working on physically. It's part of our MOVE campaign. But more than that, the things that we learn, the strategies that we learn, there's so much that we can garner from this process that we're doing about strengthening the core, about tension under control, about making sure that we are having the right form, about making sure that we are intensifying, that we're not just looking for new things to do, but we are improving the things that we've already done, about the power of repetition. All of that has great implications right here, but it has significant implications for what we do in our lives every single day. Every day we are showing up, and every day we are living a limitless life. And limitless living says that we're not allowing anything from outside of us, no situations. We're not allowing anything from inside us, no personal feelings, no history, to prevent us from doing what we need to do to be successful in our health and in other areas of our lives. We're presenting our best self, our best health, and our best plans, and we are creating the life we've always wanted. Hey, this is Dr. Dwain Woode. Thank you for joining me for Strength, Strategy, and Mindset. Tomorrow we'll be back for day number 8. I'll see you there.